Hey, what's going on, guys? gdoggcasey here, bringing you some more StarCraft 2 action with my buddy Matt, casting some Chobo Team League games. This is a Week 3 matchup between Team All Inspiration and Lucky13. Gold League matchup featuring our Purple Zerg player in the top left corner of Foxtrot Labs, PsyRex.
And in the bottom right-hand corner, we have Luck13's yellow Protoss player, TheMightyL. Now, this is the fifth game in our series so far, and Luck13 has a 3-1 lead, but that beautiful game by Sinistar with the Swarm host was able to make the 3-0 lead disappear into a 3-1 lead. So let's see if that's the start of a comeback.
It definitely could be. PsyRex is a pretty good Zerg player here. This is a Gold League matchup. I'm not sure if I said that before. But I'm interested to see what his strategies are like against a Protoss here, who drops the pylon in the main, so we're not going to see a Forge first.
And not walling off either.
Yeah, not yet anyway. The thing is, like, people often, like, he's going to get that mothership core, right? And he won't need a wall. Unless it was like a pure, like, 6 pool or 8 pool coming with speed somehow, you know, he's going to be okay.
I feel like the Mothership Core takes forever to actually kill a Zergling. Like they need to hammer away for quite a while just to be able to take out a couple of them. If they like 9 pool, even like 12 pool, and just send some, if they don't get anything out other than the Mothership Core, those Zerglings are going to do some damage before the Mothership Core is even able to take out a few of them.
Yeah, that is true.
Now, so, double gas going down for the TheMightyL right now.
Yeah, and the opposite for PsyRex. He dropped the hatchery first. So he's going the economic route here. This is a pretty decently long map. The rush distance is, you know, it's there. So he definitely should be pretty safe in doing this.
Now, double gas already before the Cyber Core. What does that tell you?
It tells me we're probably going to see maybe an early Robo Bay or at least a couple sentries who are very gas heavy.
And no scouting yet. I'm kind of surprised. This Overlord's about to make his way into the main base, and he's going to be able to see that both gases are taking and that the Cyber Core is down. But still no scouting from our Protoss player yet.
Yeah, he seems pretty confident with his build. Oh, Stargate going down. That's another one I missed. It could easily be a Stargate here. With no Stalker out and no Stalker started yet, that Overlord is definitely going to see it. We do, by the way, have gas gone down for PsyRex back at home. I'm assuming he's going to be using that for some early speedlings.
Now let's see how quickly he reacts to seeing this starport. Did he see it?
I'm looking at that right now. Yeah, he saw it. I'm sure he's clicked on it. So he knows what's coming. Speed is out for the Lings. Well, it's on it. It started for the Lings. And Queens are starting to come out here. I'm interested to see if the TheMightyL goes for an Oracle or a Phoenix. It looks like it's going to be an Oracle here. So all we need is like 1 spore, maybe 2 spores for PsyRex, and he'll be able to defend this.
Oh, is he going to manage to get this Overlord? No, I don't believe so.
He will. That Stalker's fast.
Yeah.
And it stopped.
Yeah.
He's basically already given up on it, but he got the vision he needed, and we'll see if he can make the plays needed to stop this. Double gas going down at his natural, so having 3, well, he doesn't have the first one going right now, but if he does have 3 extractors going at once, you know, he could be going for some quick lair play or something like that. I'm not really sure.
Now the natural's going down for the TheMightyL, and both gases right away, and the Oracle is making his way up the map. Let's see if he's going to be able to do any kind of damage.
I think he's going to be. That Queen isn't in position, and this Oracle is definitely... Okay, 2 drones
2,
already.
3, 4, 5, 6. Wow, that Oracle's paying for itself already.
7. And it gets itself a little bit sandwiched there, but that was definitely some good damage here. 7 drones killed. Okay. Okay, sorry about that little jump cut, guys. I accidentally restarted the replay in the middle of casting, so we're just going to edit that out and pick things right up where we left off with the Oracle getting 7 kills on the drones. And actually, PsyRex is not doing anything back at home right now. There we go. 8 drones coming out to kind of replace all of the ones that died.
But that Oracle paid for itself twofold right there. That was a great run by. The Queen was out of position, and he was able to pull all of the drones off the line because it was a late reaction by our Zerg player. But not only losing mining time, but taking out 7.
Yeah.
That is.
And also getting the scouting information down, too. I mean, if we look, he saw not that much, I suppose, just the pool and the gas, but that's about it.
So we have a forge and another gateway going down in a natural with a void ray coming out. So it looks like we got quite we have some air units.
Yeah, definitely going for an air-heavy style at the start of this game, and I think it's going to work out for him because we got a roach warren going down for PsyRex.
And the robo facility is about 75% done. Let's see what he pulls out of the robo.
I feel like probably a couple of observers. We do have the third going down for PsyRex right here at the gold. He's taking an economic aggressive approach to this because he feels like he's behind after losing that many drones. At least that's what I think. So he's going for that gold to try to catch up, and it could pay off if it doesn't get scouted. But if it does get scouted, it's very vulnerable there.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he's doing much scouting. After that Oracle went in and got all those kills, he hasn't really done any much movement other than just doing things at home.
Yeah. He's got the Robotics Bay coming out now, so it looks like he might try to transition into Colossus, which is very smart because whenever a Zerg sees that Protoss is going air heavy, you can almost guarantee they're going to drop a Hydra down right away. And then the Colossus directly counter the Hydra, so this is pretty smart play by the TheMightyL right now.
Now those Zerglings, I don't think I noticed them, but they are sitting down by the third, and they're going to notice that they're taking out the rocks. They're probably going to take that third very shortly.
Yeah, pretty good scouting there by PsyRex, so he knows that he has a couple options here. I mean, he could drop that fourth to try to get ahead, or he can try to set up some sort of attack here. But he probably saw the Void Rays there as well.
Now I feel just because it hasn't been scouted yet, I feel this gold base is. Oh, now it's being scouted by the observer. He can see it, and it's really yeah. But he is getting a lot. He is making a lot of minerals off this already. Like if you look at the minerals right now, he's at 1,000 versus the 200 that the Protoss has. But upon seeing this, the Protoss player drops the third right away, both gases.
Yeah, and that's actually a lot of money for PsyRex to be floating right now. Like he has larva that he could use this on. Looking at the units tab, he's got 14 larva he could be spending all this money on, but he's not. But you see he does drop that Hydra dead. And we got Colossi being pumped out in the back here. This one's doing a little dance over by the natural. There we go. It freed itself from whatever dancing torture it was going through. But the Colossi are going to counter these Hydras.
Now, I'm surprised he hasn't made a move on this third base with that, or at least making a flyby. There's only one queen there, and the observer did see it, so...
Yeah, it's definitely pretty exposed, but I think he's just realizing that, he's got to macro up a little bit. He's got a couple air upgrades that are just about to finish, and the ground upgrades as well. So he might go after they're done.
Now, this observer here is making a beeline for the fourth to see whether or not... anything's actually going, and I don't think he sees anything because there's no creep spread.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and the third is starting to become fully saturated, and we're about to see, as we've seen in the past already, it doesn't matter if you go for ground units or air units. The longer Protoss is sitting on a third base, the harder it's going to be for you. So we actually have a pretty sizable force here for PsyRex. He's got a bunch of Roaches and Hydras. Actually, his army supply higher than the Zergs. He has a nice little window now where he can probably get some damage done because the Colossi numbers aren't too high yet.
And he's supply capped at the moment, unfortunately.
Yeah, 4 Overlords coming out, though. He'll be all right in that case. Taking out the rocks, you can tell he's probably going to be going for that 4th base. And this third, the gold turned out to be a very good decision because it's been mining here forever without any harassment. So good move there, and it's definitely gotten him back into things here with the supply largely in his favor. And it looks like he's moving out, so he's got a good chance to do a lot of damage here.
And I think he's going to make a beeline right for that 3rd.
Yeah, and he has to. This is his time right here. I'm wondering, how did this happen for Protoss, who seemed to do quite a lot of damage early on, has now fallen so far behind its supply?
I honestly think it was that gold base. The ability to take the gold base and not have any... Oh, wow.
Yeah, Nexus Cannon down. He should back up. These guys are just taking free shots.
They're just going to get roasted. There goes like 6 Hydras right there. Very nice time bubble. They're just going to get cleaned up, I think.
I don't think the Hydras have Hydra range yet, do they? Oh, I think so. Is the I can't tell if the Groove Spines is the range upgrade or the speed upgrade, but it just seemed like they didn't have a lot of range there. That army just totally cleaned things up.
I think the positioning the Colossi did a really good job, and I think the separation of his army, the Zerg army anyways, just gave them some free kills with those Colossi.
Yeah. Yeah, there was definitely some Roaches that were taking some shots for free, and a lot of Hydras in that composition where the Colossi just completely destroyed them. 1-1 upgrades are there for Protoss, and 2-2 is on the way. And if we look at the Hydras here, or the Roaches, they're on 2-2 right now. So again, this is kind of like his window, but somehow he went for the attack there, which I think was a smart idea. And I guess just the positioning of it ended up with him losing most units.
But if you look at the production tab, boom, 21 Hydralisks are coming out right away. But Gravitron catapults being researched, so is weapons too, and armor too, air weapons too as well.
Yeah. Lots of upgrades for Protoss, and we got Hive just about to finish here. So PsyRex wants to get into +3 on his Hydras.
And guess what's coming out? We have a carrier. We have 3 carriers on the way.
Yeah, lots of... we got 3 starports down now. Or, sorry, 3 Stargates down for Protoss. Pumping out carriers now, and that's going to be relatively easy, I think, for the Hydras to take care of. We do have a battle starting here in the middle of the map.
Look at this composition, though. He's got a little bit of everything.
Oh, he's running. Yeah, there's way too many Void Rays here.
Yeah, and the Colossi are so far back that they're just hammering away.
Yeah, yeah. Too many attacks focusing on the Void Rays turned into the Colossi just being able to do as much damage as they wanted.
And watch this third. This third is going to get demolished.
Yeah, all of those drones are exposed. We have a 4th base going down for Protoss here, so he's picking up behind us. Lots of Vipers here consuming the Evo Chambers, trying to get that energy up. But there's not even a supporting army to yank those Colossi into. Not yet, anyway. Hydras are coming out, but I don't think it's going to be enough.
No, in production tab we have 11 Roaches coming out right now.
Yeah, basically he's sacrificing this. He's going to lose his upgrades, which kind of sucks. But he is trying to get as many ranged units as he can so he can use these Vipers to target those Colossi, I think. He's thinking about it.
I think his army amount isn't enough at the moment. Like he needs more Hydras to deal with those Void Rays, but the Roaches will help with the Colossi, so...
Yeah, but not against the Void Rays, so it's a pretty good composition that our Protoss player has here. He's going to back up for now and just sort of macro up a little bit, secure the lead by far here. I'm pretty sure this game is pretty unlosable for him at the moment, unless he makes a huge mistake. Like a really good Ling run by here could get a lot of economic damage done, both in the main and in the natural.
And he has the money for it.
Does he have the larva for it? No, he's got 2 larvae right now, so he's just spent a bunch of it. He's trying to get some drones back up here because he only has 45 drones at the moment.
And he dropped the hatchery again down at the gold base.
Yeah. And that's going to be ready just about the time that Protoss decides to go attack it again. We've got some missile units down here, Rogers and Hydras with the Vipers. We'll see if he can make some clutch plays. He's got a couple yanks on those carriers, but the Hydras weren't paying attention, and that basically was just a waste of some energy. This army's going to melt here. Nice time warp again. All the carriers. This is just a gigantic air toss death ball.
I'm curious as to whether or not he even lost any units. There's the GG.
Yeah. The fourth base at the goal just exploded in frustration as PsyRex GG's out of this one. I don't know, man. What do you have to say about that game?
I think just the army composition, because like you said, he knew that as soon as the air units were coming out, that they were going to bring out some Hydralisks, and that he brought out 4 Colossi in response. And just the positioning of the Colossi in the main battle where the army supplies were about the same, just the positioning was so strong, and the separation of the army where he was just able to wipe out that army and take virtually no casualties allowed him to take the lead.
Yeah, even when PsyRex had the upgrade advantage too, and the numbers advantage, I guess it was all just that one battle here at the third. And like you said, the positioning of the Colossi, I think they might have been up here on the high ground if I remember right. And just the fact that the Hydras were focusing the air units while the Colossi were just doing so much damage, it was like unstoppable.
Yeah, well, that was quite the good game, but unfortunately, that also means that Luck13 has taken and extended their lead to a 4-1 series lead now.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they've clinched it. Although in a 9-game or in a game that has 9 players playing, I suppose it's possible for Allin to win as long as they don't lose any other matches. So we'll have to see if that's what happens coming up in the next games there.
Thanks for watching, everyone.